Hey y'all!
What it do? What's
It's
up?
me and Kortni, and we're here to read off some questions that you guys had for us on Instagram.
Question and answer.
So we're gonna make this fun. We're gonna make this a game. So basically what we're gonna do is if there's a question that we don't want to answer, we're going to drink. So this video is sponsored by Cash's Liquors in Northwest Florida. So you guys have to stop by Cash's and get all your liquors because they have the best prices around. Cheers.
Nilsa can make a mean drink, guys. All right, diving right in. We should probably
Pickles or death?
death.
You like pickles?
I hate pickles.
I love pickles.
I can't even do like picklebacks and nothing. Libby loves it, and I'm like, huh?
Really?
I can't. Mama Carrie and Kevin always make us do like tequila with picklebacks, and I'm like, no, ma'am.
I love pickles.
All right, next
I should
one.
scoop. And maybe
You're
scoot
just
over
tiny.
just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. How they gave a date for the new season? No, we don't even know that yet.
We don't even know that. So it's usually 4 weeks after they start the promos.
Yeah.
So if you see like a promo come out for the show, it's usually 4 weeks after that roughly. Don't ask me, it might change. But I'm predicting sometime in the fall.
I think maybe like mid-October.
Mid-October, I would say so too.
Now that's just a guess.
That's just guess. We don't know. We find out the same time y'all find out. So don't quote us on that. We don't know.
Okay.
Have you ever been to PA?
Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
My
Pennsylvania.
dad is from Pennsylvania.
Is Pennsylvania a state? No, Philadelphia is a state.
I was like,
Hold
do
on.
not ask me.
Philadelphia is a state. Or is Pennsylvania the state?
Pennsylvania is a state, I think.
But what is Philadelphia?
I don't know. Hold on, let's look it up real quick. Wait, Pennsylvania has to be the state because it's PA.
Pennsylvania. Well, I thought PA was Philadelphia.
I don't know. Pennsylvania, the state.
So is Philadelphia in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's the capital.
Oh, okay. I wasn't that off.
Okay. Do you want to pick one?
How is life after the show? So like, how is it for you after you get done? Like after we stop filming, how is that for you? Like what, do you go back to your normal routine or what?
I mean, I think that I've always been the same. I don't think that it's changed me in any way. The only thing that's different is if I go to Walmart, somebody wants a picture sometimes, or if me and her are together.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's where we get noticed.
I love when someone's like, oh my God, Nilsa. And I'm like, hey, guess what? Kortni's here too. I will tell you a funny story. I was at Walmart literally today buying my nephew this huge, like, it was like a horse in a stable thing. And I bought it and I was like, oh my God, I'm the best aunt ever. And I was like getting it out to my car. And as I'm pushing out to my car, I'm like, how am I going to get this thing into my small Mercedes? The thing is literally, it was like literally like this big and like this tall. Like my doors are not that big. So I'm like, no, I'll figure it out. So then I was trying to push it into my car, like trying to fit it in there, shove it. And this girl was like, oh my God, are you Nilsa? And I was like, hey, I am, but do you mind helping me? And so she's like, yeah, girl, no problem. She like left her card out in the middle of the thing. She was like, we sit out there for 20 minutes trying to get this thing into my car. And we finally realized that, yeah, we're not going to fit it. We tried to put it in the trunk, tried to put it in the right door, the left door, the sunroof. It was, I even scratched my car trying to get this bitch in there for my nephew.
Girl.
Come to find out, I just had to take it back because...
Did you really?
I had to. There was no way. And then my best friend, Cashin, whose house this is, she was like, well, you can just like either take my car or take my dad's car. And then I was like, well, you know what? Let me just take it back and get him a smaller thing because he's 2.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to remember this present. or the hassle it took to get me to put it in my car or whatever. So he's not gonna remember that. So I was just like, well. So then I just got him this little small symbol ride-on thing. But it is crazy, you know, how many people watch the show and actually come up to us. Like, I love it personally.
Yeah, it's super cool that like people are like, oh, like you've inspired me by doing this and this, which I mean,
I love that too, because you don't, like, as crazy as we are and how whatever, you know, the things we do on TV, everything we do, you know, there's a story behind it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people relate to us.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that our show is way different from any other show on TV because
which
of that.
Is great.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the fact that we're relatable is really good.
Yeah, I like that about us. We are crazy, but we're relatable.
Hashtag different.
Hashtag relatable. Let's see. What's your biggest fear?
I forgot what I said earlier. What is my biggest fear? Oh yeah, not being able to have kids.
Oh yeah.
Or drowning. Drowning? Drowning.
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 Don't want to drown. It's a ghost.
Hello?
Is it Cash?
Yeah, I think so. Either not having kids or drowning.
Mm-hmm.
I would say those are two very rational.
Don't ask me.
Fears. Yeah, not having kids, like, that's a very logical one because I feel like it's harder now more than ever to have kids.
Yeah.
You know? But luckily there's so many, you know, outlets that women can take, either surrogacy or adoption. So that's, you know,
a
that's
computer
amazing.
can probably grow a child by now.
I mean, in about 20 years, that's true. But that is such a, you know, a logical fear. But drowning, Kortni, you can swim. Like,
I'm a really good swimmer.
Why would drowning be a fear? I will
maybe
say,
if a crocodile like grabs you and does the little spin to kill you, you can't breathe. Now that's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're swimming in the swamp. But I will tell you, a couple weeks ago, I was at Crab Island with Cashin, and we were jumping off of one of my friend Gunner's boats.
Oh yeah,
we were jumping off we were trying to jump off the boat to swim to the other boat. And I was like, Cashin, can you touch there? She's like, yeah. And she jumps in and she like sinks down. And I was like, oh, well, and I'm drunk. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I can touch maybe. And Cashin's like, you know, way taller than me. So I jump in after. And then I'm like, oh no, I can't touch her. Like, I'm too drunk to try to swim. I was like, Cashin, you're going to have to like pull me. So I like wrap around her and she like walks us in because she's so much taller than me. But yeah, I did feel like I was going to drown that day. I would say my biggest fear is frogs. Cannot stand frogs. Do not like frogs. I think they're disgusting, gross. I don't know why I have such a big fear of them, but like, ugh, it makes me cringe just thinking about frogs. And dying, I would say. I get anxiety thinking about death.
You're so cute.
It really does give me anxiety.
Does it get annoying filming? I mean, yeah. I think that's with like everything.
Any job, yeah.
Because I mean, you're tired some days, and then most of the time you can't even sleep because everybody's up and everything's just so loud.
I don't think people understand that we film 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Only 20% of everything that gets filmed is aired.
Right.
So nobody actually sees everything. It's only our worst moments.
Right. I think that too. You know, a lot of people don't understand that we are filming 24/7. So like if we were sitting here doing this, there would be a camera on us.
Yeah, but also we're not like always on our toes like, oh my God, this is going to be on TV. Like you really don't know.
The thing is, you don't. And so that's what I love about us is that I think that for the most part, we all are so authentic because when the camera's in your face for 24/7, you forget about it. It's kind of like wearing jewelry. When it's there all the time, you forget you're wearing it.
Yeah.
And so it's like this the same way with the cameras being in front of you. You forget they're there. So you're not thinking about like, oh, fuck, I just did that. I mean, sometimes I am like, oh, well, that's going to be on TV. But I don't filter myself. I don't feel like,
odds are
and I know
most
you don't
of the
filter
stuff
yourself.
that you do isn't gonna be put on there.
For the most part, I feel like most of us are just who we are, and it's like you can either love it or hate it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to change who I am for this person or that person.
That's
because
one thing I do
like
genuinely like about you. No matter what, yes, you're extra, but you're your motherfucking self.
And that's the thing. My friends are like, I hear people come up to my friends and say like, is she really like this in real life? And they're like, she's 10 times more extra in person because I am. But I mean, I don't think it gets annoying. I just think that for me, like, I'm so independent and like, you know, I can't just walk out of the house and go to the grocery store when I need to do this because I've got to wait for the crew or I've got to wait for security.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing that kind of gets on my nerves is that
you're not free to do whatever you want.
We're free to do whatever we want
inside the house or until we tell someone what we want to do.
Right. It's like when we are filming, we're under someone else's watch, kind of. You know, they've got to protect us.
It's like a liability thing.
Yeah, so if we want to walk out of the house and go get groceries, we're free to go out of the house and do whatever we want. But we have to tell
somebody,
security,
like,
crew, producers way ahead of time so they can set it up for us.
Yeah.
So it is all what we want to do, but there's a
lot
at their
more
discretion.
to it,
Yeah, we can't just leave the house because then they're like, "Oh shit, Nilsa's trying to run away again."
Yeah,
which I do try to do a lot. You've been absent from Instagram for the most part. What gives?
I've been keeping my private life to myself. So private means not on social media. Honestly,
you know, I would say that that's not a bad thing. Sometimes you do need to take a step back and be like, you know what? I want to live my life for just me for a second. And I know that, you know, we are on TV and we do a lot of our stuff is out there, but sometimes it is good to take a break and just be like, dude, I just want to.
Like, what am I gonna do? Take a picture of my TV and put it on Instagram?
Half the time when Kortni's absent from social media, it's because she won't put Fortnite down or whatever that PUBG or whatever that game you're playing is called.
Yeah, I actually played last night for the first time in a while, like since we started filming. And oh man, I suck now.
She's usually just Netflix and chilling by herself because her boyfriend's gone.
Yep.
I'll call Kortni. Kortni, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just, you know, laying here with my broken kneecap. And a lot of people have been asking you why you were not at the VMAs.
Yeah, I fractured my knee because I'm an idiot. And I tore my MCL.
What were you doing?
I was tumbling. Well, okay.
So your mom, well, you told me, but you didn't like really tell me what happened.
Okay, so in depth, I was tumbling. So I used to be a cheerleader. Used to be. So that means I probably shouldn't be doing that now. And
it's like one of those memes that's like, yeah, I used to be a cheerleader, and it's like her landing on her neck or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much that. It was really dark outside. I didn't have a bra on. I had a hoodie on. Listen, this all ties together in the story somehow. And I didn't have a hair tie. Actually, no, I didn't have a hair tie. My hair was up. But, so I'm running to go tumble, and I tripped over like a dip in the ground. And then as I'm going backwards, my hoodie goes up over my face and my boobs are out. So I'm like trying to hold the top down, and my hair falls out of my ponytail. It's all in my face, like going sideways and landed in a bush. Anyway, I landed way wrong, and I tore my MCL.
Did you go to the hospital that night?
No, I went the next day because I couldn't walk.
Who were you with?
I was with my friend Ari.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, because she was like, "Oh my god, do that flip," and I was like, "Okay, I got this."
Yeah. Go
Ready?
team. Okay. That's so funny. Oh, CBS News. La la la. You know what? You want to ask some of the questions that were on my phone? Did you remember what they were?
No. Mine are all the same. Why weren't you at the VMAs? Why have I been absent from social media? That's pretty much it.
Let's see if we can refresh them. Well, I mean, I know I had a lot of questions about
Gus.
Yeah, I had a lot of questions about me and Gus. I mean, what were the questions?
Questions.
Did you ever see you and Gus dating?
So I did have a lot of these questions. And the thing is, like, me and Gus have this newfound friendship. And I never thought we would be where we are now. Like, I talk to Gus like maybe at least 3 times a week. Like, either like Instagram, or we'll text, or we got a group chat or whatever. But like, you know, I always try to give him good advice. And I feel like, you know, if I was having a bad day or whatever, I could call him. And I couldn't do that after the last summer, the summer before that. I could not do that. And I feel like now we are at this new relationship to where it's so different than the past 2 years. It makes me wonder, like,
well, we're all growing as individuals.
yeah.
You know?
And I feel like he has grown so much. Like, he doesn't care what people say about him. He is who he is. He's owning who he is.
Yeah.
And he's never felt like he's been able to do that because of his past.
Yeah.
And, you know, people that's been in his life and people that's influenced him.
And it's honestly just like taking, like, yeah, it's really hard to take what's happened to you in your past and like just take it with a grain of salt and like move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that he's finally just like moving on with his life and becoming who he
wants
is
to
as a person,
be, and he doesn't
wants to
care.
be.
And it's like it's his discretion, and you know, and he's never felt like he's been able to do that. And I
Which
feel
is
like
really great. Like, it takes a really strong person to be able to get over stuff.
And I honestly think if he never would have went to the beach house, he never would have been able to do that. He
Yeah,
never would have
everything
had that
happens for a reason.
comfort zone to where people's like, hey, dude, it's okay to be you. It's okay to be a thought. It's okay to do this. It's
Yeah.
okay to speak freely however you want to. He's never had that safe zone where he's been able to do that until the beach house, honestly.
Yeah.
And
No,
I think
I
he
really
can agree
agree.
with me if he watches this. Doubt he will. But that also puts it in my mind. It's like, now that he knows who he is as a person, and now he's okay with who he is. Sometimes I can't help but think, like, could we ever be anything? I know people joke, producers joke, y'all joke that.
Well, who knows? 10 years from now, y'all could be married.
Everyone says that, and it's like we have such a good time together. Like, when we were at the VMAs, it was strictly like platonic, or whatever the word is. Like, it wasn't like anything sexual, and it wasn't anything more than just a friendship. And I really enjoy that. And I think that you guys watching season 3, you guys will get to see a glimpse of this new relationship Gus and I have. And I love the dude. I'm always gonna love him. We're gonna fight, we're gonna do whatever. We might end up in each other's beds, like whatever the case may be, but I will always love that guy.
Yeah. Good answer.
You guys have got to watch season 3. It's crazier than it's ever been before.
Yes, for sure.
But I think we're at a good stopping point.
Yeah.
But I want you guys to know that we're going to be doing recaps. We're going to be spilling the tea of how we really feel after every episode.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys subscribe, like, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell everyone, share this video. And thank you guys for watching. So let's go get some dinner.
Yep.
Be Cash.
What, Cash? Come here, Cash.
It's your debut.
Come here, buddy. You're gonna say
He
hey.
still has your camera.
Say go shop at Cash's Liquors. Say go shop at Cash's Liquors.
Ready? Go
Shop at Cash's Liquors. Go shop at Cash's Liquors. Say bye. You're made to be a star, Cash. Don't drop my camera now.